Welcome back to another episode of Island Guy Talk Podcast, man. Your favorite two hosts in the building, JU over here and Kingmeechyyy sitting across from me, man. How you doing today, man?
Bro, I'm doing great, bro. Just another day. Been grinding, bro. Been grinding. How you doing?
That's good, man. Been grinding. I've been seeing you, man. I've been seeing your ice baths and all that stuff. Getting to it, man. That's great. That's great. I'm doing very well, man. Handsome, wealthy. Can't complain, man.
I was about to say, you can't beat that, bro.
I really can't complain, man. And I'm always growing, always learning. A lot of people stagnant, a lot of people ungrateful. You know me, I'm unconditionally grateful, man. I had to deal with some ungratefulness last night, you know. one of my clients, so not even a client, someone that I lended something to, they hit me, well, no, they was ignoring me. They were supposed to pay me back last Friday, and they was ignoring me these past 3-4 days. So I hit up their people, someone that's close to them. Actually, the person that they met me through, I hit them up, and then that person paid it for them. And then I told them, hey, your people's paid it for you. And they got mad at me for hitting their people's up, talking about, I wasn't ignoring you, I just didn't have it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to be grateful. I'm going to show them unconditional love, and I'm going to block you, and I'm going to just move on with my life.
Bro, that's crazy. But you can't do that, though. You can't do that. If you say you going to pay somebody this day, you got to do it. If not, reach out, bro.
Yeah, that's my thing, because I'm a good person, and I'm very lenient with stuff, but my thing is communication. Don't tell me you're not ignoring me when
you're obviously
3-4 days I hit you up, I'm sending you little eyes and the messages and nothing. You don't text me back until I tell you, oh, your people's paid it for you, and you're feeling a little bit embarrassed about the situation, and you still trying to play victim. But you know, that's what happens with stuff. Don't lend anything to women, man. Don't lend anything to women.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Or somebody that you know doesn't have a good track record of paying back.
If they're not masculine, don't lend it to them, because a masculine man, he's gonna, even if if I borrow something from you and something happens, then I'm gonna communicate it, and we're gonna find a solution of how I can rectify the situation. But feminine energy just don't think like that. They want to be the victim.
It doesn't. And I was reading the Richest Man in Babylon, that book, bro. And he was, in one of the dudes in there, one of the stories, he was literally dead broke. He owed a lot of people a lot of money, bro. And when you're in that predicament, the best thing you can do is face that problem, bro. Go to everybody like, hey, I owe a lot of people a lot of money. We're going to work something out, bro. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, everybody respected him at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, what can you do? Like, you know what I'm saying? At least this person is willing to stand in front of you and own up to their shit rather than give you to run around ducking and dodging and stuff like that. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know that little personal story right there.
Nah, that was a great personal story, bro. Because and that's with any problem, bro. Face that shit like a man, bro. Just like these problems y'all have for Valentine's Day. Face these things like a man, bro. Because I know for a fact somebody got cheated on for Valentine's Day. Any fact.
Probably, but I mean, when you say someone got cheated on Valentine's Day, if you have a relationship, wouldn't that be your Valentine? Like, I mean, it's possible now, like, say, boom, your girl, I could see a lot of different situations now that I'm thinking about it. I could see, damn, your girl, she had to work for Valentine's Day, so y'all won't together, and the work husband and brought her some flowers, he hugging her up like Usher was hugging up on Alicia and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, plenty of guys probably did get cheated on.
Bro, and that is good. And I feel like even with the long distance relationships too, because it was a story time. You know, in college, bro, and that's the thing with relationships, bro. You gotta understand, especially young relationships, you might not got the bread. Really, even if you got the bread, you shouldn't be spending it on Valentine's Day, bro. Just like really thinking logical.
Oh yeah. I mean, I always tell my girl, you know what I'm saying, I still do nice things for her and stuff, but I be telling her, these holidays, all these holidays, Christmas, Valentine's Day, anything people are spending money on and stuff like that, these is really for rich people when it comes down to it. Because it's all about consumerism, all about getting you to spend money that you don't have because you feel, because of feelings and emotions, and there's no logical thinking into it, and not to mention the history behind Valentine's Day, St. Valentine, and all that stuff. We don't even got to get into that part of it to understand. Like, it's just not something that if you're not where you want to be at in life, that you should be really participating in.
That's facts, bro.
At least as far as doing extravagant shit. Like you could write a handwritten card and it be really a love felt letter on that junk, and it still be, if she's your real woman, she's gonna appreciate that.
Facts, bro. I remember I did that one year, bro. It was a long distance relationship. My girl was out of town, so I wrote her a letter and shit. I was thinking like, damn, she gonna love me forever. She still cheated.
Oh yeah, man. Long distance is a no go for me. The only type of long distance I fuck with is she at my house and I'm gone somewhere. Like that's the only type of long distance I can even get with. You feel me?
I feel you, bro. And I feel like that's more so smart because this, especially like the long distance college relationships, bro. That's where I was mostly seeing it from, like people going up and surprising their girlfriend and then their girlfriend or boyfriend fucking somebody else, bro.
Yeah.
That's some stuff that make you want to crash out right there.
Oh yeah. I ain't gonna say I never did college relationships, but I was in one, but it was very, very short lived, and it was something like a situation that I personally wasn't taking serious. I couldn't imagine really taking a situation serious, really loving a girl, and y'all are on campus at two different schools and stuff like that. But this can lead into a whole nother topic, but I'm gonna say that for another time. But to be honest, as a man, your daughter shouldn't even be going to school, going away to school to live on campus somewhere else where it's nothing but degeneracy, especially like a HBCU.
That's a good point, bro. Cause you got to think back in the day, the only time your daughter's leaving the crib, she's living with another man, bro.
Yeah.
She's getting married.
She's getting courted.
Literally, I do feel like college. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I wouldn't. The person I am now, thinking about my daughter, I would raise her in a way where she didn't experience the world. Like in her teenage years, I'd have took her across the country, across the world, to all these different places, to where she's not impressed by, oh, I want to go off to live. Like maybe she can go to the local college or something, but she's still living at home rather, and it's not even a control thing. It's more so I'm going to protect you from devaluing yourself by drinking a bunch of alcohol, going to parties and doing stuff that you regret the next day and shit like that. Because most girls, what do? They go to college and catch a lot of bodies.
Facts, bro. Facts, bro.
And develop alcohol habits, drug habits, and stuff like that.
Hella bad shit's happening in college. I know a lot of women, some of their first bodies wasn't in college and they just never stopped. They just never stopped. And I feel like nobody really wants that for your daughter, bro. And especially community college, bro. That would be a perfect option. Like living at home, going to community.
If you really don't want to join the family business, one of the things that we have going on, or you don't want to run your own business and you want to be a doctor or lawyer or something like that, then yeah, we can work that out. But if you want to go to get a communications or a dance or some type of art degree like most of these women get, or you want to get something like a teaching degree that's going to get you like a poor paying job, then I feel like I failed as a father. Like, you don't want to do none of this cool shit I'm doing? Like,
That's a good one, bro. Because I look at that like a teaching degree, or like, I don't like to say stuff is like useless, but I don't know, that shit might be useless, bro.
It's not useless because we need teachers, but just knowing that it's a underpaid field, like you can help kids in way better ways. I can buy you your own school, you know what I'm saying, if I'm a very successful father, like, and you can help kids that way, or you want to run a daycare or after school program, that's cool. But don't go be a English teacher when your dad's a multi-millionaire. That it just don't make sense, or even wanting to do that or wanting to go. And some girls, like I did hear of this one girl, she went off to college, her peoples was very well off and stuff like that, but she wanted to see it and experience, and all it took was one semester, and she wanted to run right back home because she had a good head on her shoulders and she seen all the shit that was happening around her.
I like that, having a good head on your shoulders. That's okay. But when I say like teaching degrees, I'm not saying it's necessarily useless, but I'm just saying think about the type of teachers you have, especially you teaching in a public school setting, bro. 9 times out of 10, just being honest, you're teaching in the public school setting, bro. Kids are getting left behind. You might be the best teacher you can be, bro, but you can't beat the system, bro. I feel like that's a kind of a losing battle, trying to beat the system.
Yeah, the only benefit, as far as like really a woman wanting to get a teacher's degree or any degree, is to get around successful men, because successful men are probably going to be in these schools if it's a prestigious school, or they're going to be in the field. Like, okay, it makes sense. Okay, your father wasn't there, he couldn't provide for you, so you had to go to school to get access to higher level men. And that might not be a bad thing for you to be a teacher, and next thing you know, you're dating older teachers or teachers that have been in the profession longer, or principals, administrators, and stuff like that. Or she goes to be a paralegal, ends up finding a nice lawyer guy. He's loyal, he works hard, he tries to be the highest version of himself and stuff like that. I don't think that's a bad option either.
That's not a bad option. But at that point, are you really going for the education?
I mean, I think it's better to get the ring and secure a guy when you're younger than the education. To be honest, I'm saying the guy can teach you everything he needs you to know, but it also I think you can get that type of guy without getting into student debt and all that stuff too. So when it comes to women going to college, I just think it's a good second option if your father wasn't successful.
I feel you, bro.
Or you don't have them and stuff like that in your life. We got a long way from Valentine's Day though.
We did. But this was some real stuff that they needed, bro. But we can flip back to the V-Day stuff, bro. And same with like the spending a bunch of money, bro. Especially at a young age. You under 25, bro, and your net worth isn't like a certain amount. Like you don't got at least 10 racks in the bank account. Bro, you shouldn't be doing a lot of this stuff, bro. A lot of this stuff, like, I got a homie, he spent $100 on leggings, bro. Now, mind you, I don't be in my homie's pockets, but I can tell you, there's no way you should be spending $100 on some fucking leggings.
Oh, for a girl?
Yes, bro.
I think he was talking about for himself. But he spent $100 on leggings for
a girl.
A girl. I mean, yeah, to me, you taking away from your purpose at that point. It depends on how well off you are. Like, yeah, if you got 6 figures, yeah, that's really nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. But if you're under 6 figures, then yeah, that $100 could definitely be an investment towards your future.
Especially if you're not married to this girl either, bro.
Yeah.
It was a clip. It was like, bro, you shouldn't be spending like, if you took all the money you spent on women over the years, bro, and just added it up, you'd be a millionaire, bro. You'd be very well off. You'd be very well off.
Oh yeah, even just spending on women, or just trying to get women, even going to certain places, because we keep it a stack line. So a lot of the things we do outside of our purpose is to get women. When it comes to like, oh, I want to go to this club or go to these spots, or oh, what we doing tonight, you know what I'm saying? Niggas not really going, like, for guys, if we're going somewhere, it's usually to be around women and stuff like that, which is not bad. But then you do think about how you could just be literally focusing on your purpose and attracting women instead of going out and chasing them.
That is true, bro. And all the money you are truly spending, especially even when you get to these places. Like, I just couldn't, since you brought up, I just couldn't think, I just thought about the club, bro. Like, think about it. You get to the club, you get the section, you get the bottle, you get the hookah. My nigga, you done spent some change on this girl, bro.
Mm-hmm. And then that's not it, because most of that money, unless she plugged in with the club, maybe she might get a little piece of that, but she probably gonna still want you to spend after that, you know what I'm saying? But just like going out to eat, to Waffle House, and
gotta feed them,
cook out and stuff, all this stuff after going to the club and getting drunk and stuff like that. And you gotta think about also like the quality of the woman that you find in those places. Now, Valentine's Day, that is something that's once a year, but I don't think you should be actively looking for a Valentine for Valentine's Day as a adult man. I'm saying it's correct. Like, if it's not someone you've already locked in with, like how you said you're not married to the girl and stuff like that, if you're not really already locked in with her, don't do this extra stuff for her that she probably got three guys giving her flowers. I seen this one girl, she posted on her story, she like, I don't know who sent me these flowers, so I'm posting on my close friends because I'm close with a lot of you guys, so if one of y'all sent me these flowers, let me know. Mind you, the guy who sent the flowers, he probably thinking like, oh, she's gonna know this is from me. But she don't, because she's very friendly and she be around a lot of dudes.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And now, mind you, granted, even if it was like, how much are flowers going nowadays, like for the bouquets, you think?
It can range anywhere for a dozen could be from 30, or a big bouquet could be over 100 something.
Alright, so we're gonna say, let's say he spent a 50 ball. Right?
Yeah.
Let's say we're gonna go even 50 ball. Bro, you just wasted a 50 ball. Like,
and then mind you, it was delivered, so that's going to add another 30 to that. So you're paying at least 80. Even if you're getting a small a small vase with flowers delivered, it's still gonna be at least like $60 something. So you gotta add that on there. So yeah.
Exactly. And I feel like we don't be thinking about this. Bro, we might remember the flowers we got her for last Valentine's Day. We might remember, oh yeah, I spent $80 on that shit, bro. But for her, I feel like she's just gonna be happy in the moment, bro. We gotta stop pleasing these women just for the moment, bro. We gotta let them know, like, hey, this is long term type shit. Like,
You got to get the ones that's not on social media so much, because those are the ones that literally would be mad. Like I seen a girl, she was going off for 2 days after Valentine's Day about not receiving a gift. But mind you, she got her OnlyFans. She been in about 3, 4 relationships the past couple of years. So it's like you expect a dude to really take you serious. And I seen shit, 2 girls that I know that go out a lot. You know what I'm saying? I seen them the day before Valentine's Day. They got broken up with. They got left, and it's because of the type of woman they are. And you know what I'm saying? Those dudes were smart. You know what I'm saying? They save money on their car insurance by breaking up before Valentine's Day.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. And that's you paying a bill, bro. Because you got to think, bro. Especially, let's say you really going all out for Valentine's Day, bro. And I feel like the people that really can go all out never do, bro. They honestly never do. Because things are going to be jacked up. The prices are going to be, like, trying to get a hotel this weekend. That bitch probably going to be outrageous, bro.
Oh yeah. Hotel, everything goes up, man. And like you see a lot of people that, and even if they do go all out, they did it for social media. Like nobody's filling up a hotel room full of flowers and rose petals and candles without posting it nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you need to do it for the girl. You did it for the girl just as much as you did it for social media and shit like that. And so she got something to post and shit like that. Which, you know, all of that is cool if y'all really locked in and you want to show your appreciation for the day. You in the spirit of it, but don't let it break your bank and don't let it take you off your purpose. Like I wouldn't let no holiday take me off my purpose. I wouldn't even let somebody's birthday take me off my purpose. Like if I know in my heart, hey, I need to be doing this at this time in this place, then I'm gonna do this at this time in that place. But if I don't have nothing going on and it is a certain situation or a certain holiday or whatever, like we can take the time to enjoy the moments. It's life at the end of the day and shit like that. But as men, we want to get to a point where we're not saying, I want to be the highest version of myself and I am the highest version of myself, speaking that in the present tense and letting our actions show that, yo, we really doing it.
I like that a lot, bro. And anything that's going to take away from that is not you, bro. And that's why I said, like, when women talk about these first dates, bro, oh, a man got to spend this. Oh, my goodness. It was a woman. She basically said, if you're making under $50,000, you shouldn't date, bro. You shouldn't date. And I was looking at her like, okay, if you're over 180 pounds, you shouldn't date. I feel that, because if we can really go band for band, for real.
To me, it's about, she could be right in some instances. Now, if you, depending on, if she's a Western woman, you're living in a certain place that the cost of living is higher, New York, Miami, very small apartments, 4 bands a month and shit like that, yeah, you probably shouldn't be dating in that area, in that place. Maybe you need to, if you aren't really trying to increase your income, then you already know these thotties and whores here in America, they require a lot. So yeah, you might need to go somewhere else and stay, because that woman, she's speaking from her reality basically, probably. And your reality, that's the thing about all of our realities, we got control of it. So if she want to say that, I can say, okay, cool, have fun with that. You know, you ugly as fuck and you fat as hell, so have fun trying to find a guy that makes over 50K. But I'm gonna go live my life over here where shit, it don't matter. I could be making 25, 30K a year and we living great because we actually enjoy each other and we're not trying to do a bunch of materialistic shit.
Facts, bro. And I look at it like this, and you're right about reality, bro. It's literally everyone's reality. I look at it like this: if you're not a healthy person, you shouldn't date, bro, because you're gonna die early. You're gonna end up leaving your partner, especially if your partner's healthy. You're gonna end up leaving your partner early, and I feel like that's not right. So you shouldn't date until you're at least in shape.
Yeah, I mean, and I think what it is that a lot of people today, even like dating in general, like that whore has probably been with so many guys that it's like she doesn't even understand. A lot of people are just dating to date and dating to take pictures and dating for momentary pleasures instead of understanding like yo, I'm dating for the long term to where, like, I want to live long and have a good life, build a family with my partner because nobody was meant to be forever dating around type shit. Now, I do think when you are with your partner, whether it's your wife, long term girlfriend, or whatever, y'all should always continue to date each other. And what I mean by that is just continuing to do the things that got y'all together in the first place. Don't stop doing the little cute shit. Don't stop bringing them flowers. She don't need to stop taking care of herself and making sure when you come home or she ain't seen you in a while, she put her pretty face on.
I like that, bro. But I look at it like this, bro. Especially like if you're not where you want to be in life, and I'm gonna say, even if you're not where you want to be in life, that shouldn't be a indicator for you not to date. It should be a make sure you're not just dating to date though. Make sure you're dating with intentions, bro. So if you really do meet a girl, make sure y'all are on the same vibe, like equally yoked with each other, bro. Because I think that's all it is. If you guys are equally yoked, the relationship is gonna work, bro. So let's say you're not making the most money right now, she's not making the most money, but y'all really enjoy each other's time, bro. Y'all can make that shit work, bro. No matter how much he's making or him. It's the same thing. Let's say it's two bigger people. Y'all have no intent to get in the gym. Y'all can still make it work, bro. Be it intent because y'all are equally yoked.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
Like, I think the problem is when people aren't equally yoked. When somebody's saying, "Oh, my man has to make 80,000, but he's only making 50," that just means y'all two aren't right for each other, bro.
Yeah, and I think most of men gets that. They know they're not really looking for a woman that's at the finish line all the time. We actually really don't. We are less attracted to the woman that's at the finish line, has everything in the world. Guys are more likely to get with the bigger woman, especially a big dude. He's more likely to get with the bigger woman. The bigger woman, she want the skinny, handsome dude that be in the gym and stuff all the time. You've got it plenty of times. You post something working out, and the girl like, "Oh, I want to come to the gym with you." No, she don't. She just wants you because she see you. Oh, he looks like he's closer to the finish line than these other guys. Women, they want the finished product, but not understanding that finished product is gonna value you less because you wasn't with him shooting in the gym.
I'm telling you, bro, and I don't see why that's so hard for women to understand, bro. It would be so much easier to put like it's like betting on a horse, bro. Bet on a good horse. Granted, we might all lose. You might all lose a bet. But if you really bet on the horse and then work with the horse, like build this horse up, bro, y'all probably be a great couple, bro. Just cause y'all was with each other in the beginning, bro. Y'all seen hard nights. We was eating ramen together, bro. It's different for a man. He was eating ramen by himself and then he meet a woman. Nah, bro, we was eating ramen together.
Don't ask for any. I don't think a woman should ask a man for anything that her dad didn't have or couldn't provide her. I really don't think she should ask for it. It's like a lot of these girls, they don't have a father or their father is broke as hell, a bum, and all these different things, and they want this magical great man to come into their life. It's like nah. If you come up from humble beginnings, don't be dissing the guys that are still in their humble beginnings, especially if he's young, still in his 20s, because hey, his future is bright. His future is ahead of him as long as he's putting in work.
I'm telling you, bro, and I love to say that humble beginnings. I'll tell anybody, bro. Especially like when we're on vacation, bro. I'm like, hey, we're from very humble beginnings, bro. Very humble beginnings. Let's remember that. And I look at it like, especially if you're from humble beginnings, it's gonna be easier to relate to somebody with humble beginnings, bro. Mm-hmm. That's why I feel like equally yoked, bro.
But it's the ones they watching the girls on the social media and they're like, oh, I want the life she got. Oh, her nigga taking her to Bora Bora, even though they don't know what that girl had to do to be able to get the nigga that'll take her to Bora Bora. More than likely, it probably was get a BBL and start fucking with scammers and shit like that. But do you really want to be that girl? Nah, you just see her life. You don't know if she really happy or not. You don't know if the fucking BBL botched or if it's like ruining her body in some ways. You don't know how it's gonna affect her 30 years down the line. You just see the other woman life and like, damn, like I can't wait. I can't fly Spirit. I want to fly first class and never even flew Spirit.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. That's what that brings up a great point, bro. Especially Spirit, like as an airline, bro. If a girl says, "Yeah, I won't fly Spirit," bro, there's nothing wrong with that. Those are her standards. That is perfectly okay. Just know she just might not be the woman for you, and you probably wouldn't even want that woman in your life, bro.
You wouldn't, cause Spirit one thing about it, it got its problems, but it's the most reliable. The only
Literally.
airline that never have a crash. Know what I'm saying? So you see all the shiny stuff on the nice airlines, like, oh, this, that, and the third. Like, oh, I ain't got to pay for this. But you don't understand that the spirit is still it's in its humble beginnings. You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
It's gonna boss up eventually one day. You know what I'm saying? They gotta go through their stages and go through their journey. You feel me?
Yeah.
You can't just look at somebody where they at on their journey and not know where they came from or where they going, and just like, you can judge them off that, but you be judging from ignorance.
Every single time, bro. That's why I say like humble beginnings. And this is why I don't like when women try to fake like they're from humble beginnings either, bro. Cause you can tell, bro. When I say you can spot that shit a mile, like I had this girl, bro. She was telling me like, yeah, like everything wasn't given to, bro. Everything was given to her from a jet, bro. Everything was given to her from. She used to say, yeah, I had to work for this. I had to work. Bro, you don't know what hard work is, bro. Like, niggas don't understand what it feels like coming home, your lights off, your water off. Shit like that. Like, niggas, I'm talking real humble beginnings. Like, nah, we staying in this hotel room tonight. Ain't no, like, niggas don't really be understanding that aspect of it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that just has to do with, you see it so much in the black community because of the culture, and it's like the people who do come from that, they want to be act fake bougie and stuff like that, and then the people who do have it, they want to act like, same thing with guys though. I know plenty of guys grew up in nice big houses, both parents in the house. Nah, they had great manners and all these things when they was kids. You go over their house, everything that you want at your house, they got it times two. And then they want to go outside and sell drugs, and act like they gangster and carry guns and stuff like that. So you see it on both sides of the coin. And I say for guys, it can be a lot more dangerous just because we men and it's more violent. I say like women is just even more stupid, because you could say, all right, the guy that's trying to do that, he's trying to he thinks that's what's cool and that's what women are gonna like from him. But the girl that's doing it, she's really doing it for no reason, just to try to relate to people that she don't relate to.
Literally. Or trying to get a guy that she know. It's the same thing. Trying to get a guy like, we've talked about this before, like a girl she knows she's never like really been through anything tremendous, and then she's trying to fuck with like the street nigga, street dude.
Yeah. It happens. Definitely happens a lot. I don't know. I just think of, when it comes to the relationships and stuff like that, like you said, when people are being equally yoked, and you don't have to get with somebody that does come from the same exact background, but it's just understanding that, okay, even if we do come from two different backgrounds, let me take what's good from mine and they can take what's good from theirs, and we become one, and now we are equally yoked.
Literally, bro. And this is kind of pertains to like mixed relationships too. Like some people don't like mixed relationships just for the simple fact they said, oh, you can't understand what a person's been through. I don't agree with that, bro. Because even if they're white, black, Hispanic, Indian, bro, you could have a similar background. That's a fact. And I feel like that's like the division we need to cut, bro.
Yeah, because it's a lot of people that will say, oh, I'm enlightened, I'm this high person, I know all these things, oh, my third eye is open. People will say all these things, but will still entertain things that divide you from somebody else. And that's where I won't even entertain the person. Like, if I'm watching someone, whether they're on self-improvement or spirituality, as soon as they start trying to divide themselves from other people based on race, color, and all these different things, like, you know, they aren't as enlightened as they think they are. If you don't understand, like, we all one, and the more you wanna, the more spiritual you become, you'll understand that just because, oh, they look this way or their background is different from my background, I want to try to like separate us and stuff like that. That's what the powers that be want. They want to divide and conquer. And when I say that, the elites, the days, whoever you want to say, they don't want people to be unified and see each other as one and start understanding each other, because then shit would be more peaceful, and you need chaos for this world to run.
Literally, bro. And that's all this really is. And I feel like that's almost any super villain, hero thing basis. It's just a lack of understanding, bro. Even if we were to get in it right now, it's just all it is just a lack of understanding, bro. You're trying to say something I'm not understanding. I'm trying to say something you're not understanding, bro. That's all it is. And I feel like if people spend more time trying to literally understand one another instead of like always going to judge.
Yeah, and it's like people, they don't. A lot of people don't want to understand other people. They just are quick to, oh, someone disagrees with me. Oh, let me get emotional. I was actually watching House of Pain, and he was CJ. He was grilling his son Malik on Malik want on to stop mass incarceration and stuff like that. And his dad said like, okay, well, you free all the nonviolent defenders, where they gonna live? They gonna live at your house? Nah, you don't even got a house and stuff like that. And his son started getting mad and shit like that because he feels passionate about the issue. But he told him like, look, just because you passionate about the issue, you gotta understand some people come from different worlds and they're not gonna understand when you start getting emotional and stuff like that and start getting attitude because they disagree. You were supposed to bring them over to where you at and let them see from your vision.
I like that a lot, bro. I like that a lot. And this kind of all brings back to the point of like the people trying to say something in it. You don't got to do that, bro. If you're not from that, don't try to be like that. Or if you are from a rich family like daddy's money, bro, I feel like that's a compliment. Someone, I wish somebody would have told me that. Oh, that's daddy's. Shit, hell yeah, my dad worked hard for this.
Yeah, and your struggle, your pain will come from overcoming that. Oh, this is my dad's money. Your struggle is just different. It's all struggle. We can, you know what I'm saying? I hate when people start like comparing pains and shit like that. It's like it's all pain, it's all struggle. Some things, yeah, hit a little harder than others, but it's still something to overcome. You see a lot of these rich kids, what do? Fall into drugs, they get depressed, they kill themselves, start acting out, and it's because they don't know their purpose. And instead of understanding like, all right, my parents did this, let me build on that and make it even bigger. Let me do this, let me be the and now I can't even think of somebody's son that didn't brought it bigger than what they did, because there's very few out there that actually are able to do it. You know what I'm saying? We see Michael Jordan's son, he's fucking his dad, basically his aunt. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn, like,
I was about to
like
say,
it's
Dwayne
like,
Wade's son, he a girl, so
yeah,
I'm about
it's
to say
like,
shit. I don't know.
yeah, so it's definitely a struggle. You see all these people, kids doing all these different things, so you can't not say if LeBron's son, for example, yeah, he might not be as great as a basketball player as LeBron ever in life, but he can still do a lot of things with that name and with that money that will, it could be bigger than Bron. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bron is basketball. Bron, he could bring world peace, and then you know, he could get a Pulitzer Prize or one of those Nobel Peace Prizes or something like that. I mean, people might say he's still not as big as his dad, but he's still doing great things in the world, and he's overcoming the fact that his dad is the greatest ever.
That is
And that's for you old heads. I had to say that with some passion.
he is the greatest ever, bro. And with this like relationship stuff, that's why I feel like if you meet the right one, you shouldn't have to spend a bunch of money, bro. You shouldn't have to, because she's gonna understand. Like, you're gonna have these conversations about it previous. Like, she's gonna understand, like, we're still grinding. He's not where he wants to be in life. And granted, me entering his life, that's just another bill he has to pay for.
Mm-hmm.
So why not try to make more money? So instead of spending this a band on Valentine's Day, let's put it towards something better, bro. That's what I really mean by equally yoked, though.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to, I don't blame a younger woman for wanting a guy to finish. I really don't. It's just understanding. If you don't want that older dude, you are messing with guys that are around your age, y'all both in your 20s, understand that you're only helping him or harming him. It's only one way, and that shit changes from day to day, from action to action, from each thing you do. Which, of course, can I expect a woman to really think that logically about it? Probably not. But a good woman, she will understand the effect that she does have on her man, the effect of her neediness and her wanting things and wanting him to go above and beyond every single time. But when it comes down to it, I think at least a good woman, they know that. They know not to be big of a burden. And a lot of times, the bad ones, they don't understand until the dude had enough and he left, and they want their little family back. They want their little family back that damn, like I was a burden on them at times.
Literally, bro. And I like how you said the finish line. So if you're messing with a man already at the finish line, you're not at the finish line yet. You're not the best you can be. So either two things are gonna happen. One, he's gonna have to come back and pull you to this finish line, which as a man, bro, I feel like that's not the best thing in the world to do, bro. Because if you build a woman up, she can leave you today or tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, yeah. If you build a woman up, she can definitely leave you, but I don't know. I think it's also something to be said about like as far as like people understand if she's like a good woman, she's not gonna leave you, especially after you have put time and stuff to her, because she knows, hey, with each guy value is going down, right? It doesn't matter what I have, how much I go to the gym, how much I do all these things. A real guy, a real man, real masculine, successful man, superior man, he's gonna be able to see it right through all of that, through the money, through the gym, through the body. He's gonna understand like, yeah, she's not doing for me.
Definitely. But that's a good woman too.
Mm.
Like, mind you, he said good woman. Bro, the bad woman, you build up a bad woman, bro, she's gonna now you done got her a BBL, you got her some money in her account. She's probably thinking, I got all these options now.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what a bad woman will do when it comes down to it. She's gonna be looking at her options all the time and trying to just leech from a guy instead of reciprocating the energy and wanting him to be better, because good woman, she understands, all right, his purpose, that's my purpose too, basically, you know what I'm saying? We both need to be doing whatever best for the purpose while following God, and still both taking care of ourselves, being our best selves for each other.
Facts, bro. And I look at it in reverse too. So a woman that's helping a man like really reach his goals, bro. Granted, I'm not saying he won't make a mistake, but like to truly leave her and like leave her outright, like dry. I couldn't think of a truly masculine man that would ever do some stuff like that.
Yeah,
Bro.
hell no. Especially having a child or without having a child. I think if it's only right that you still provide for her in some sense, especially if you did take her from her father type vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like her dad's provide for her, and or her parents provide for her, and you came and took her from them, and then like, I mean, if she can go back to her parents, cool, but I still think you should be there for her in her life, especially if she didn't do anything wrong. If you just the type of guy where you think the grass green over there, you see another woman, you want to go fuck with her, like, I think it's still your duty as a man to be responsible for that woman in some sense.
Facts, bro. And I feel like once you reach that amount of success, bro, your mind is like matured. So you probably wouldn't even leave her. You probably wouldn't.
Yeah.
Unless it was some real stuff.
Yeah. Because even like Nick Camp, they always are at him. But the one thing about it, you never see the woman complaining. It's because he said, yeah, if I had a baby with this woman, I'm going to take care of her. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to take care of her. I ain't just going to leave her high and dry. So it's never an issue about child support and all these things.
And I feel like that's how you should do it. And I feel like he's living a different life, bro. I feel like you can't say no woman like kind of helped him and brought him to where he was, because he's been with so many. You can say like Mariah Carey may have because she had a bigger following, but you got to think he was doing movies since he was a G.
Yeah. I don't think women have anything much to do with his success or out, like, because he's the type of guy, he would have definitely credited them with that. You know what I'm saying? He came up on his own, he's a child star and all these different things, like, so he definitely got a different perspective and different experience. But even if a woman did help you along the way, it's still, at the end of the day, yeah, you can credit some of your success to her, but if you was a superior guy and you was working on your shit, you was gonna get there regardless. You know what I'm saying? I do think having a woman there to take away some of those feminine duties out your life can help you get there faster. That she can also slow you down.
That is facts, bro. And really, it's God, bro. And I feel like there's never gonna be a thing where it's gonna be like, yeah, this woman, she did everything for me, bro. She's the reason why I'm here.
Unless you, it's like you still gotta put work in, but like, she can help. Cause like, okay, you get with Oprah tomorrow. She like, you know what? I'm gonna tweet out your podcast. I'm gonna post all your stuff. it makes shit go up. Like, yeah, she gives me out a big credit, but at the end of the day, like, I just feel like a feminine woman would still kind of take a little bit of a back seat. They wouldn't try to take credit for your success. We're not gonna hear as much as Savannah probably rubbed LeBron feet and brought him some food or did the little things that do matter a lot. You're not gonna hear her say, "Yeah, it's your, I'm the reason you successful." Like, nah, you're not gonna hear that.
Exactly, bro. And you only hear bitter people saying that, whether it's like a man or a woman, like, "Oh, I made you, bitch. You didn't make me."
Man, I had an ex try to say that to me when we was in ninth grade. I'm like,
I'm getting ninth grade. What?
How did you make me? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I was already there. That's why you got Whoopi in the first place as a upperclassman, and I was a freshman. I was saying, like, don't try to act like you to put me on in the world. Like, and I'm getting off on, and I'm like, well, only thing I'm really doing right now is dressing nice and playing sports. Like, you ain't. I've been that nigga in football. Like you didn't put me on with none of that shit. So I was very confused. But a woman will try to say anything.
Facts, bro.
Let's go on, man.
I was about to say, and that's crazy, in ninth grade. And you can tell what kind of woman that was anyway. Like, a woman trying to take credit for anything her man did is outrageous. Because even with the Oprah thing, bitch, I still recorded over 100-something podcasts before I met you.
Yeah.
like, shit.
The groundwork was already laid, you know what I'm saying? 9 times 10, way before you met the woman, you know what I'm saying? I got on my journey as far as spirituality and self-improvement long before long before the relationship I'm in now. Has the relationship I'm in now helped my journey? Yeah, but at certain times when I didn't have certain knowledge, I was letting it hold me back in some instances. So it's like not knowing certain things and how to stay masculine through certain things, and also going through points of struggle, especially like when I was still working a regular job and stuff like that. It was like shit, between the job and having a girlfriend, I was barely working on myself at a point. So I could say, yeah, I let it hinder me. I can't really blame her, and me taking that accountability allowed me to get to the point where I am at today, where I can say, like, now I'm at a point where I can instruct her on the things I need for her to do to make my journey move faster.
Exactly, bro. And I feel like that's all the woman should be there for, bro, is to make your journey go faster, bro. And there is this dude, I'm not going to get into too much politics, bro, but basically the DA for Georgia, like on the Trump case, she was, she was dealing with this guy that like is an independent contractor, bro. And he basically said, the only thing I need from a woman is to make me a sandwich. That's what Buddy said. And I was like, I get where he's coming from to some point, because you got to think he's successful. He's ultra successful. He's making good money. He's making good money doing what he's doing. He really don't need a woman for anything other than like womanly tasks. Granted, would his career possibly be better if he had a woman holding him down so he doesn't have to feel the need to get like other women? Yeah, stuff like that.
Those are like marginal increases, like in Fanny, she I don't know, seems like she be kind of moving around a lot. She be kind of doing a lot, a little bit of a promiscuous woman. And then she's also masculine, and a lot of the working women and stuff like that actually got careers and stuff like that. They the ones who really take offense to when you tell them they need to be making sandwiches or be in the kitchen and stuff like that. But to be honest, that just means be home. That's what he needs you to do. He doesn't. Okay. If I'm ultra successful, why are you being a prosecutor or a lawyer or a doctor or all these different things? It's like, who's watching our kids if we both highly successful in 2 different fields that have nothing to do with each other?
That is facts, bro. And you can tell she's a more masculine woman just because some of the things she says out of her mouth, bro.
Oh yeah.
About like paying him back for her money, bro.
She a flip flopper. Like, how you prosecuting the same dudes you used to defend, but
but that's why I said we didn't have to. That's what I said, we didn't have to get too deep into this shit, bro. But that is crazy. But I would like to say, like, stuff like that. Who's gonna be watching the kids if he's already successful? Why do you feel the need to, oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Scratch the other bullshit I was just saying. Boom. When you're in a relationship with a person, bro, I feel like it shouldn't be paying back, bro. I feel like, don't get me wrong, you can have your money, she can have her money, or it could be y'all money. But like when it comes to, oh, I gave you $100 this week, you got to give me $100 next week. I feel like that shit is toxic, bro.
Yeah, it seems like y'all are working on two different journeys and two different paths. Like, if she's gonna be your girl, and you know you're gonna lock in with her, then her money needs to be your money. You know what I'm saying? Like, she needs to, like, it's this, like, boom. It can be separate from both of y'all. It don't even gotta be your money. This is the purpose money right here. This is the family money. This is the purpose money. We both need to be pouring into this pot. And okay, you might have a spending account that, you know what I'm saying, that I know how much every single dollar that you got in there. Ideally, if y'all are gonna be a unit and really one, then yeah, it shouldn't be no really like paying you back type vibes like that. Like, it just depends on how the responsibility of the bills and stuff like that are too. Also, but if you want the guy to be doing everything and paying everything, then yeah, she need to be coughing up that check.
I feel you. I feel you. But I look at that like the two different paths thing. There's no way a relationship could work if y'all on two different paths. That's the only reason why. Well, that's one of the main reasons why it's, bro. It's okay for her to get a job, bro. Nobody said we don't want women in the workplace. But if the woman's in the workplace and the man's in the workplace, who's watching the kids? One, and then two, we're literally we're going two different directions, bro.
Yeah, I have two different truths. When if you're one unit has one singular truth. If me and you and a couple other guys, we're in this army unit and we've been sitting, we got one mission. It might be 15 of us, but we got one mission. You know what I'm saying? We all got different roles in the mission. We got different things that we need to do and shit like that. But it's still one mission, and I don't think women really understand that when it comes to them being in relationships.
They don't, bro. And I've had conversations with women, cause like I like to like play around a little bit, bro. I like to understand people. I like to try to understand people, bro. Cause I feel like if I can understand you, I can understand you. We can be cool, bro. Bro, sometimes I would ask women, especially women that's like, she got her own business, her own, let's say she does hair, for example, and you want to be with me. I don't care if you're doing hair, bro. That's perfectly fine, bro. But at the end of the day, if you're doing hair, it's because you want to further and open up this big, huge salon, bro. We probably won't be together, bro. Because my purpose is going to take me over here. Your purpose is going to take you over there. Simple as that. You might get an offer to go work in goddamn New Jersey. I'm somewhere in Colombia. but when I come home, I'm still gonna want my woman there. You feel me?
Yeah. And I think the thing about it is she can get the salon. It's just about what's the top priority, and that needs to be understood. The top priority is your purpose. If at any point in time, she needs to know that. Even if I do open up this salon, I need to drop this whole shit if it calls for it. If what he got going on calls for it, then hey, I gotta drop this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't still do hair, I can have my hobbies, I can have all these different things, but the top priority is gonna be that man's purpose.
I'm telling you, bro, and that's how it should be. Y'all can say, oh, that's not fair. What about her dreams, bro? Her dreams should be my dreams if we really want. I look at it like that, bro. If we're really trying to be one, like, we need to think of or work on something together, bro. This is our dreams, for real. Like, my purpose is going to end up being our dreams. So since it's our dreams, this is our number one priority. Granted, I feel like hair, that's just something you can do, bro.
Yeah, and I think a lot of women get stuff confused when it comes to their dreams. Because if it's not something that you aren't going to want to take, like, you got to be realistic. All right, boom. You got this salon. When you just had a baby, or you in your days leading up to labor, you gonna want to still be going down into that salon every day. You gonna be wanting to worry about answering calls because you done hired some random fuck to manage the shit, and shit going wrong, and now you got postpartum and you stressed out because you still got the salon to run, and now she trying to put it on you. She like, can you go down to the salon? And now she trying to take away from your purpose. Like, they don't think that deep into it, which is like, they think like, oh, I want to do this thing. And it's like, no, you don't want to do that. You think that's going to make your Instagram lit. You think that's going to impress other women.
You know. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not going down to that salon. I'm not going. I'm not going. For the simple fact, I told you, bro. People be thinking like running these businesses is so freaking easy, bro. No, it's not, bro. It's not. It's gonna be a headache every single day. And you gotta know, for example, let's say you're a woman, are you gonna want to do this stuff every day? Because if you're not, then no, don't start.
Exactly. Like my girl, I explained it to her like that about one of her past ideas, and she dropped it and she moved to something else. Now most of the stuff she do, she's like, okay, like yeah, I want to do all this stuff, maybe open up a bar and all this stuff later on down the line. But she knows, like, hey, I got going on. That's top priority. Like all the other stuff, I see myself as an investor, so I don't mind having a couple physical businesses and investing into certain things and having other people run it. Like she want to run a bar, she can run a bar, but just know. You know what I'm saying? Baby comes, I'm not going to the bar. I'm not like she know, I'm not going to the bar. I got shit I gotta do. I gotta focus on what I gotta do. I don't mind helping you out here and there when I can, when it's convenient for me. But if that shit it comes to conflict, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't got the right staff hired in there to keep it going, and shit getting closed down.
Literally, bro. And you gotta think that shit is any business is gonna be a headache for you, bro. At some point in time, it's gonna be a headache. And I just look at it. If you're not willing to deal with that headache every single day, you shouldn't do it, bro. And that's how I see women, bro. Cause I feel like women, y'all can just keep it a band. Y'all can be very wishy-washy. Y'all can be very wishy-washy. Mm-hmm. Sometimes y'all like sticking to stuff. It can be whimsical. Like this moment, oh yeah, I want to work hard. Next moment, you're not working hard at all.
And then it's also not willing to stick through the shit of the shit. You feel me? Like the actual
literally in the shit.
Yeah, because hey, it might be unprofitable 6 months, a year, 2 years. It might be unprofitable. Do you still want to do this knowing that it's unprofitable, knowing people around you doubting you? I'm at a point in my life where I don't have any self-doubt, so I could care less about other people's doubt. But a lot of times women, they care about what other people think, and they care about how things look. And you don't want to stay in something that's failing, that's seemingly failing, but you also don't want to be seen as like, damn, she always got a new business. Like, when is she ever going to stick to some shit like that? Because guys, we usually don't have that problem. Like, yeah, sometimes our problem is sticking with some shit too long, you know what I'm saying? We could be, you know what I'm saying, we might do the podcast 4 years and it be unprofitable for all 4 years, and maybe we should have quit and maneuvered to something else earlier, but we won't have any regrets about it because we're like, shit, we was putting in that work and providing value to somebody. You know what I'm saying? With them, it's more so about the money. It's about like the aesthetics of the shit.
Yeah, I say we at least got to go to 7 years. We might as well just keep going at this point. And I feel like women, they don't be having that stuff, bro. And I feel like for the women that do, not saying this is all women, there's some women that can really stick to that business. By that point, you're so masculine, bro. Your husband has to be in his feminine now. Yeah. That's what it really is, bro. It's either one got to be in the masculine, one got to be in the feminine. We can say, let's say woman is in her feminine, the man, it's going to be easier for him to be in his masculine. Same thing.
In a lot of relationships today, you see fluidity on both sides, which is why you see chaos, you see a bunch of divorces, you see fights and violence in the relationship, guys hitting girls, is because you allowed them to be too feminine for too long. If you got a man and he's sitting there emotional every day, he's screaming at the football games, he's screaming about work, he's screaming about the person flicking him off in the car, and he's doing all that shit every day. Why don't you think, oh, this nigga might end up hitting me one day? Like, what is stopping you from thinking that? You know what I'm saying? It's like he's exhibiting all of the signs, all of the early on signs. He's drinking a lot, that's feminine energy. He complaining a lot, feminine energy. And these are the guys that you see that hit women.
Literally, bro. And that's why I don't get either, bro. You got these, I feel like these are like big ass red flags too, bro. Cause like looking back at it now, if I see a man that can't control his emotions at all, he probably would hit a girl. Like, if he can't control his emotions at all.
Yeah, like you've seen one of my friends that he gets very, very emotional and angry and stuff like that. And shit, he's like one cup of feminine energy away from hitting a woman a lot of times. He be saying all the time like, oh, if she want a girl, like, you know what I'm saying? He's never crossed that line, but you still see him get to that point where like, damn, you know what I'm saying, the bitch got in his face and did too crazy. And then I had actually a guy that I'm not cool no more, and he hit his own sister. And then what after that happened after that? That was the first time he hit his own sister. And then later on down the line, now him and his baby mama is getting in real fist fights because his baby mama is masculine and he got the feminine energy.
That's how it happens, though. That's how it happens. That's why I totally feel like you can't mix the two. I feel like when you start giving up too much as a masculine man, you start being a little too feminine, and she starts being a little too masculine. That's when problems are gonna arise, bro. Because I look at it, even for a woman, granted, we still know they are in the moment, but even for a woman to raise her hand and hit you, she's crazy, bro. She's a crazy girl. I feel like that's her being in her masculine, for real, for real. Granted, she's still like, we do understand feminine nature is kind of like the ocean. It's wishy-washy. Sometimes it can be an uproar. But I feel like for a girl to really put her hands on you, she's in her masculine. And if you put her hands on you back, you're in your feminine. Granted, if you do
also that same girl, like the guy, he's usually seen that same shit in his dad. That same girl that does put her hands on man, she's seen it from her mom, or she just never had her dad around most of the time.
Hey, that is very so true. Her mom's like that, bro. That's why I say a lot of this shit is genetic, bro. The whole gene is genetic. Women putting their hands on men, I feel like that's genetic as well.
Because I also see that guy that used to be my friend. He had a very masculine sister. The sister he hit was very masculine. She was known for beating women up. Now, like, so it's like, yeah, you see that in your examples. You have no positive examples of a feminine woman in your life and of a masculine man in your life. So those are the type of guys that do end up putting their hands on women. And don't get me confused. None of that is wrong, and that's partly the reason why I'm not friends with bro to this day. But I mean,
said none of that is wrong.
Don't get it confused. None of that is right, and that's partly the reason I'm not friends with bro today, because that's not behavior that I accept or allow around me, and I probably did allow it around me a little bit too long, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I gotta take self accountability for that. But hey man, you got friends in the hood, shit happens, you know what I'm saying? Like shit definitely happens, and a lot of times when you see it, because none of it was just him.
Yeah.
His sister put his hands on her too. Well, his sister put his hands on him, and sometimes his baby mama would start the fight and rock his ass first. So it's like, yeah. So it's like he put himself in those situations around those type of women. When he got with his baby mama, he said, "I like her because she's like me, crazy ghetto and just over the top."
Hey, they say you are what you attract, my boy. They say you are what you attract. I ain't gonna lie. You attract to something like that, you need to work on yourself, bro. Because there's no reason in any relationship y'all should be putting your hands on each other in any kind of fashion, like unless it's sexual. Goddamn, more like in a loving way, bro. Yeah, I understand you might want to choke her during sex, but really choking her outside of sex is crazy, my nigga.
Violence is the less intelligent way to move, I'll say it like that. It's a lot of people that don't have a lot of intelligence and mental capacity. They resort to violence very quickly.
That is facts, bro. And I feel like I used to be that way at one point too, bro. I didn't understand stuff. Like, stuff make me angry.
As a boy, like, that's what you do. That's what you kind of, like, we damn near raised and taught to do is someone disrespect us or they step on our toes, or if we fight, but then you get to a point as a man, you understand, like, it's not the way to handle things, and it's partly the consequences, but partly also the way you want to move in this world is with love and kindness.
Beautifully said, bro. Beautifully said. Love and kindness, and really knowing how to deal with the feminine energy, bro. If you're like a young man listening to this, bro, you gotta learn. What's the book called?
The Way of the Superior Man.
Yeah, that one. How'd you know? Literally, read that book, bro. The Way of the Superior Man. Really learn how to deal with feminine energy, bro. Because that's all he really needs, bro. The person you was talking about, he just doesn't know how to, well, and some counselor, bro. But he doesn't know how to deal with, like, feminine energy, bro.
Yeah, bro had an IEP, so he gonna need the audio book.
That's tough. I mean, he gonna sound that shit out, my nigga. He'll sound that shit out. But that is the end of today's episode, man. We just want to say thank y'all for tuning in, bro. Another great episode.
Man. Just remember, we love everybody. We love BBWs, and we don't promote violence on men or women. You know, Not at all, but we do promote self-defense now. You know what I'm saying? Defend yourself and do it within the extent of the law. So if your state say use equal force, you know, and do that. You feel me?
Right.
I'm just talking. Any last words?
Nah, we love y'all, bro.
We love y'all. Always. We out.